welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Today we're actually in Coco's kitchen. My granddaughter Stella and I are going to be making Chrissy Teigen's banana nut bread. We have lots of fixins and mixins to add in, and you can use all or none of any of them. We're going to start with our wet ingredients. So we have 4 eggs, which we've already cracked.
And just a tip, you can use any other thing like cherries instead of bananas and make bread with like cherries and chocolate chip and then just do the rest.
Fantastic. We have 3 mashed bananas, overripe bananas, which are perfect to be used in banana bread. We'll just drop those in next. If you have 4 bananas, even better. We just had 3. Next, this is 2/3 of a cup of canola oil. You want to see it? In goes the oil. And we're going to turn our mixer on low just to get them incorporated. And next we're going to add the dry ingredients. We have 2 cups of granulated sugar. So we're going to put those in. I'll turn this on very low. 2 cups of flour, gold medal flour. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1½ teaspoons of salt. You want to put it in? Okay. And the secret ingredient today is a box of vanilla pudding. And it's going to make this taste very, very rich. Can you reach? Right down the sides, just so everything will be incorporated. And I'll turn it back on just for another second. Everything in. You really don't need a mixer, but whenever I'm baking, I like to use my mixer because this was my grandmother's mixer. So I'm always channeling my grandmother whenever I'm baking. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to take my paddle out. And I'm going to fold in the mix-ins. I have 1 cup of toasted pecans. These were big whole pecans that I snapped in half. 1 cup of pecans, 1 cup of chocolate chips, I had a few extras, so that's actually a little more than a cup, and 1 cup of coconut. And as you can see, this looks like a little more because it is a little more. I had a little more, and so we're going to just drop it all in. Now, of course, if you don't like coconut, leave it out. If you don't like anything in here, leave it out. We're just going to fold this in, make sure everything's mixed up. I've already taken the paddle out, so we're going to do this by hand.
You don't even have to have chocolate chips if you don't want to.
That's right. You could use, like you said, you could use cherries or cranberries, just whatever dried fruit you like. Anything, you can just put it in. You can see this is pretty thick because we have lots of mix-ins and fixins.
Yep.
And this is going to be baked for 60 to 80 minutes, a long time because it's going into a bundt pan.
And if you do it wrong, then it might turn into this. But it is still.
So I have sprayed my pan so that it won't stick. And here we go. We're just going to put it around the edges. And you can see the chocolate chips and the nuts. Coconut.
Also, when it's fully finished, you can still see the coconut and the chocolate chips a little bit.
All right, I'll see you over at the oven. Our oven is preheated at 325 degrees, and we're going to put it right in the center and let it bake for 60 to 80 minutes. I'll be checking on it. We'll see you back in a little bit. Well, it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. I started testing the cake at 60 minutes to see if it was ready, and the cake tester was coming out too moist. So I watched it every 10 minutes afterwards and tested it with the cake tester at 70 minutes and at 80 minutes, and it came clean. So you want your crumbs to be a little bit of a crumb on your cake tester. So we're gonna let it rest, then we're gonna turn it out, and then we're gonna plate it. I'll see you in a little bit. We let the cake cool in the cake pan for about 10 minutes, and then we turned it out onto the plate. So I'm gonna sprinkle it with this wonderful little powdered sugar duster. We'll cover any little imperfections. It looks super pretty this way, and festive.
And yummy.
And yummy. And then we'll cut into it in each of my grandchildren. I wanna reintroduce, this is my grandson, Abel.
Hi.
And he was named after my grandfather, Abe. And this is my granddaughter, Stella, and she was named after my grandmother, Stella. Both of their names really Estelle. So here we go, we're gonna cut into this and see how it goes. So you can see all the little yummies inside. There's chocolate chips, there's coconut, and there's nuts. Sprinkle a little more. You want to sprinkle a little on yours?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my little magic wand.
My wish is to make you super sugary.
Nope, good job. Looks like you got your wish. Thanks for coming to Karen's Kitchen. I mean Coco's Kitchen. I'll see you next time. Enjoy.